Okay, I had some input I wanted to say. This is obviously a work in project. I'm working on it slowly, just trying to keep everything watered. So I understand that you put garden beds over here, which is, my opinion, not the best. It's very crammed and narrow. If you were to come in, you can't really get a wheelbarrow through here. You have tons of grass that's going to drop tons of grass seed into your garden, and then you're going to have issues weeding your garden. And this is just out of sight, out of mind. And my idea, and you'd have more space, is to bring them out here. And what we could do is we can either reinforce this fence right here, but I would bring in dirt. I wonder if we could build this fence higher, but we could bring in dirt or rock and level this out, like cut all this back and make this a whole area where we could put the beds here on the side, and it goes all the way down, and then you still have all this weed cloth area. Or we can, bring it in more and have, it depends on how big you want it. This would be a really nice stretch, actually. Ideally, it would be cool if we could till it, but we'd have to get this little gap back here filled in because this drops. So I'm sure we could reinforce this fencing with something, or what people do is they'll fill it with big rock and then dirt on top or whatever you need. And then this cut back, because it's out front, you'd see it regularly. You can drive by and be like, oh, there's the plants, and they're on your mind. You're thinking about them. Hey, they might need to be watered. Because when things are out of sight, out of mind, like the plants you have on the very top shelf in the green room, or in the barn in there, out of sight, out of mind. I have seen them and I have watered them a handful of times, but I also continue to forget them, and they're getting neglected. And it's also a hazard because you're watering above electrical outputs, and that's just going to be more money in the future if somebody's not careful and some water gets in and blows a fuse. So, and as for this is fine. I got this down. I know what I'm going to do here. Everything's happily watered in here. So that's an idea, food for thought, because this is really out of sight, out of mind, very narrow. And, if you want to bring in more stuff, I don't know that you would mow this, but I don't know how close to this edge you want to get, because you're going to have all that wind blow the seeds off the grass into your garden. So I propose, this would be a good lot for something else. If this garden bed was cut in half and you had something smaller along the edge, but also, as you can see, it is not getting as much sun. I don't know how the other side is, if it's better. Yeah, this is much better. Look, and it gets longer sun duration on this side. You see this whole rim? All this is still getting sun, while this is now in the shade because of the cliff. So, food for thought. I don't think it'll be too hard to move them. I can help. And we can build more, or I can help build more. Whatever, we'll do it together. But I think it would look very presenting. It's right here. It's going to be easier to get to. Weeding will be nicer because you can fit a wheelbarrow back here and then haul stuff out, haul stuff in. And, ideally if you have starts, if you start everything in here versus that tiny room, you're going to have more space for starts, and then your garden is boom right here. So, let me know what you think. That is all.